Welcome to Blowing Solutions Wide Open, where we're talking about all things spiritual as well as creating new systems in the area of healthcare, finance, government, education, and new environmental practices. My name is Addie Halkin. Thank you for joining me. If you think that you have ideas or things to share on any of those subjects that I just mentioned, please feel free to email me at blowingsolutionswideopen@gmail.com, or you can type the word guest in the comment section of this video, and I'd love to get back with you, hear what you have to say, and hopefully get you on this channel so you can tell people what you know. Also, if you have ideas in areas I didn't mention, and it has to do with making things better for humanity and the planet, I'd love to hear about that as well. This channel is very open. It's really just about collaborating and connecting and kind of bridging that gap that has been um, really encouraged for a long time. The people that have been running, the systems I just mentioned, as well as our media and things like that, have really encouraged us to be divisive and to fight with each other. And unfortunately, most of us have fallen for it in some way or another, but that is not where our power lies. Our power lies in realizing that we have more in common with each other than we think. So let's kind of bring that forward. Let's bring forward the thing that actually works, which is working with each other and really sharing what we know. We all have a piece to bring to the puzzle of this thing we're doing here on Earth. The ideas are bountiful. There's so many ideas from so many intelligent human beings. Um, and they can be big or small. I that's why I really believe every one of us has something to bring to this shift that we're making right now, the collective consciousness shift we're making on the planet. Um, we all have something. And so that's what this channel is about. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, share, uh, all those good things if you want to see more content, and it also helps get this information out to more people. Anyhow, today I want to talk about probably, I would say, my most favorite subject, and that subject is freedom. I remember when I was like a 7-year-old kid, somebody asked me, what do you want? And I remember I looked at him and I said, freedom. And the person was like, okay, well, you're 7, but that's cool. Um, it just, freedom is everything to me. And the truth is that who we are is free. Who we are sovereign souls. We do not need to be, told what to do. We do not need to be told how to be, or, you know, that's not who we are. I know that we all somehow got ourselves on this planet that loves to do that, but it's really time to take our power back. And people are waking up in the masses now and starting to realize this. But I want to talk about maybe just a few like tips that I can give you around pulling back from the illusion that we have been shown since we got here, that we're not free. And one of the things that you can do is you can really start pulling back from TV and the media, because there is an agenda, and there always has been an agenda with television, to basically I want to say mold your thinking and your beliefs into something that serves, basically these few, I don't know how many people they are, but the few people that are controlling all those 5 systems I just mentioned, as well as the media. And they want us to believe that we're not free. They want us to believe that we have to vote blue or red. They want us to believe that we have to adhere to all their laws, and they want us to believe that we're powerless. And that's why there's so many movies that come out that are, based in fear, or um negative emotions. Make no mistake about it, the powers that be, or the people that are controlling the planet, they understand energy. They understand that we create a reality. There's no question about that. Apparently, they don't understand karma, but they do understand, how powerful we really are. And so they have made it their mission to hijack the way that we create by shifting our beliefs and our emotions. And they've done a pretty amazing job of this through the media and through television. And so it's just occurring to me more and more that those that are in charge, I think they kind of know that they're losing power. I think that they obviously understand that people are waking up and more, but there's still a lot of people that are asleep, and there's still a lot of people, probably more than not, who are watching the news and who are believing this political uh BS of, one party versus the other, and you have to, your vote isn't going to count unless you do one or the other. Listen, guys, if we all continue to believe that we have to vote for one party or the other, because that's how it is. You're just going to throw a vote away if you vote independent or you just don't vote at all. That we're going to just get what we've always gotten. And so I am encouraging you to take your power back and to um, dare to believe that you are ultimately the creator of your reality. Dare to believe that you're ultimately free. And even if you can't do it all at once, I know that I personally still struggle with this one, even though it's the thing that I value the most. Freedom is the thing that I value the most. And so um, the fact that I still struggle with it sometimes frustrates me, but I know that, this is one little tiny lifetime that we're living of many, many lifetimes that we have lived and will live again. And so to really accept this whole thing around, well, I've got to just follow the rules, and I've got to just, do the best I can with the little bit of scraps that I've given. That is just, I think I'd rather not be here than to actually believe that, because what a mediocre, what's the point? Mediocre life. What's the point of that? So I just want to encourage you to really look at who you are and just dare to believe that you actually may be free. You actually may be a sovereign being. And if enough of us come together and really start to believe that, it's not about, you know, new age fluff and saying all of those things. It's about actually believing those things. If we enough of us start to do that, we are going to get that. We are going to create that kind of world. I promise you. And so turn the TV off. That's not going to help you. Television is designed to um basically make you believe that none of those things are true, and you've got to listen to the news, and you've got to be up to date on everything, and you've got to put your vote in, and uh all you do when you do that is feed that system. And if you're happy with the current political system and you're happy with the way the world is going, that's fine, keep doing that. But I know for me, um you know there's nothing more important than freedom. And so I'll do whatever it takes to create that life. Another thing that I wanted to touch on real quick here is that when you shift your energy that way, when you actually start working towards believing in your freedom and believing in your power and believing that you don't have to accept what you've been fed since the beginning of time. I mean, we've been fed lies since we, got into school, elementary school or whatever, and maybe even before that. Another thing that I wanted to mention real quick is that one of the things that happens is if you dare to really start shifting your beliefs and start realizing that you are free and you can create that despite what the media is telling you, despite what other people are telling you. Ultimately, you are the creator of your own reality. If you can start looking at that and actually believing that your your energy will radiate out to more people than you could ever imagine. Your example alone will start encouraging people to find their own sovereignty and find their own freedom. And so we all kind of, work in this whole thing together. We're all connected and we all have the ability to kind of influence each other in the right direction. And so it's just something I wanted to talk about today. And I can't imagine anything more empowering than finding your own freedom. And it comes from within. It's not going to come from anything on the outside. Um, and I don't know. I think that we don't realize how much we've been lied to about this subject. We don't, most of us don't realize um, how much we've been under an influence that has stolen our freedom, that has stolen our joy, that has stolen our ability to just exist like the pure positive energy that we are. And it's time to take that back. It is 2024. We're going through a huge ascension right now. Uh, Systems are crumbling, and I'm so happy about that. I know that they haven't fully crumbled right now, but when you look at those systems I mentioned, the political, the environmental, the healthcare, government, oh, I said government before, uh, education, those kind of things, those systems are built off faulty foundations and they need to crumble. And it may have to get worse before it gets better. So if you see, something happen in any one of those systems I just mentioned that appears really bad, um, it's only to bring more light to that subject. Sometimes as human beings, we're just stubborn and we don't make changes until it gets really bad. And so I do sense that that's probably what's going to go on over the next few years or however long it takes. So understand that when things get bad and when things are hard, it's ultimately to wake humanity up more and bring more light to these subjects and ultimately help us get free, because this is not a planet that has been vibrating very high, at least not since I've been here. It's not a planet that has been operating out of well, there's more light than dark here, I will say that. And of course you're not shown that on the news or on the media, but it's still, there's so much room for improvement here. And it has been operating quite backwards for a very long time. And so it is up to us as individuals to start shifting that. We're not going to get it from our governments. We're not going to get it from those people in charge of any of the big systems here. We're going to get it from ourselves. And that's why connecting with each other is so important. That's why I created this channel. So please, if you have ideas around any of these areas to, shift humanity and bring us back to the nature of our own freedom and sovereignty, I would love to hear about it. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you later.